Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video just showing you how to get these Panasonic 18650 cells out of these. This is a Model S Tesla battery pack, and I feel kind of bad about destroying it. I mean, it was $1,000. It was a really nice pack, but I want to make it into a 72 volt pack so I can run a motorcycle, and I'm gonna have to reconfigure the shape to be fatter and smaller to fit into a motorcycle frame. So I'm getting all these cells out. I ordered some hexagonal brackets, connectors to fit all the 18650s together. But this thing is a pain in the butt to get apart. Every battery cell is epoxied, and this whole thing is just one big coat of epoxy sealing everything together. And then this is probably polycarbonate plastic, so it will not budge. I've had to chisel just tiny little chunks off, one little tiny chunk piece at a time. And I think it still pays off because I basically got 444 of the best lithium ion cells you can get that were very gently used, 30,000 miles on that Tesla, for about $2 per cell. So having to do a little bit of extra work to get them out, kind of pays for itself, because to buy these cells new would probably be $6 or $7 a cell plus shipping, and then you'd have to do all the, at least this way I know that these are all pretty well balanced as far as the individual cell voltages go. I know that they've all been tested. I know they work. So let me just show you real quick how I've been taking them apart. You can see I've already exploded one of them by trying to chisel a little bit, and it burned a hole through my clothes. It was like a Roman candle, so I do not recommend any kind of impact, anywhere near these batteries. But I've kind of been taking a vice grip, grabbing whatever plastic I can get, and just ripping it up, getting little pieces off at a time. So just yesterday I was using a pair of channel locks and they poked me in the eye. I was really stupid. But I figure somebody may want to see this, see how this goes. It helps if you try to pry them out. I know you'll hate me for using a metal screwdriver, but I'm being pretty gentle. It's just leaving tiny little marks on the casing of the battery. It's nothing to be worried about, especially considering this is like a DIY motorcycle and it's a prototype. I'm not super worried about. If you do this really hard, the cell could explode, but I haven't had that problem yet. This one was a hammer, and this thing, it just hammered into the cell. So I do not recommend that. But what I've been doing here is just prying in between after I get the plastic bit off of the negative part of the cell, prying the negative half out so I'm not anywhere near the positive negative point on the top, because if I put a screwdriver across that, then this thing will explode. So I like to work on just the negative end where it's flat, and I'm just putting it in a box to keep them all safe. I'll do a few just so you get an idea of how long this takes in case you want to do it yourself. Personally, I don't think I would want to do this a second time, but these are really valuable lithium cells, so I figure there needs to be a video on how to get them out. I mean, eventually they're going to have to be recycled and they go bad, so I don't know how they would do that in the factory at Tesla, how they would get all these batteries out and remanufacture them somehow, melt them down. I don't know what they do with them. They probably just bury them, to be honest. I guess you could get the lithium out somehow. I mean, there's a lot of expensive metals in these batteries. Yeah, definitely wear eye protection, wear gloves, because these things are dangerous. If this whole pack decided to light up, man, it would burn me to a crisp. I wouldn't have a face left to talk to you guys if that happened. Just one of them exploding burned through my clothes. Like, of course, like an idiot, I had it tilted up pointing at me, which was just dumb. And I'll clean all that epoxy off later when I start putting them into the cell packs. Well, let me tell you, this is pretty time consuming, so make sure you think about that before you dive into dismantling one of these. I'd say it's probably taken me, that was my third row of cells. I'd say it took about 3 hours to get to this point. Probably take another 3 or 4 to finish the whole thing now that I've kind of got a process together. Anyways, just thought you guys would like to see that. Gonna have a nice big motorcycle battery. Should get me like 80 to 100 miles of range, capable of interstate speeds. It's gonna be awesome. I'll keep you guys posted. Anyways, hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see some more stuff like this. Hopefully I'll be doing electric cars soon, so I won't have to dismantle these. I'll just get 5 of them and series connect them. And anyways, it's cool stuff on the horizon. Alright, I'll see you guys later.